just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Down low, it's Jones and Howard together. Thornton out there with Lawson, and it's Brewer in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Houston making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. James Harden, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. Ashamed to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
That's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
Bellinelli gets the bucket.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And here's Gay outside. Here's Bellinelli, guarded by Harden. Fires top of the key.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it. And, you know, you mentioned the 9 straight years without a playoff appearance for the Kings. Their last trip was in 2006. And since then, they've been rebuilding. That's the second longest playoff drought in the NBA.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Well, if the Kings do make it back to the playoffs, you know they'll be dangerous. Their fans have been through so much the last few seasons. They really deserve to see a team in postseason contention.
Marcus Cousins, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Sacramento's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill. That's now 7 straight for them coming from fast breaks.
Yeah, and they're making it look easy, guys, running it down the opponent's throat. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And it's sent back by Howard. And they'll keep possession. And for 3, Collison. That doesn't go either for Collison.
Oh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Kings making a change here. McLemore is checked in. Collison dishes to Gay. The floater. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Dwight Howard. Now the Sacramento Kings weren't exactly road toughened last season, but they did have Clark some impressive stints.
Yeah, they were excellent in terms of scoring the ball. No problem at all putting up points. Their road defense was a different story.
That's good. And it's now 23 points for James Harden.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Screen by Cousins. Gay right side. Reverses. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the 2nd spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6th going into the final games.
Last season for the Rockets, they finished as the #2 team in the West to the Golden State Warriors. But, you know, gee, they had to battle the whole way through.
Yeah, in part because of injuries. I mean, the Rockets did well to come in second in the West, but it was because they took care of the so-called easy games. 33 wins in the conference, but a record of 12-16 against the other playoff teams out West.
Collison, the pass to Gay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good. Gay's got 12 in the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And Jones with the stuff.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here's Harden. And Houston again with the bucket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in. Harrell comes in for Jones. Corey Brewer's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Thornton in for James Harden. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
The Rockets making a switch here. Terry's checked in. 55 seconds left in the third quarter.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Kings really tailspinned out of control afterward.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And, Clark, those steals allow you to play in the open floor.
And McLemore kicks to Kufis. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Brewer's got the ball. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Sacramento Kings. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Brewer hits them both. Tipped away. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Collison dishes to Cousins. Now here's Brewer. Bellinelli is covering. And there's the feed to Cousins. With 4 seconds on the clock. Inside, Kufis. And here at the end of the... And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Kings trail by 12. On the floor for Sacramento. Caspi is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And there's Collison. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Bellinelli in at the 2.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And Thornton kicks to Harrell. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Thornton passes to Lawson. And the rejection by Cousins. Here's Thornton. 6 to shoot. Can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 9. The drive by Collison. Here's Cousins. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Capella kicks to Thornton. It's deflected. Down low. Cousins trying to free himself up. That's good from McLemore on the assist by Bellinelli.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Collison dishes to Cousins. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Houston with a big group substitution here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Capella. Jones comes in for Harrell. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Brewer. And it's Harden in for Marcus Thornton. And then for Sacramento, Rudy Gay's checked in for Casper. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Darren Collison. And now here comes Gay leading the break.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
From past the arc. Shot is no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. It's stolen by Lawson. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. It's Ariza on the wing. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got 6 assists here tonight. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
That's good.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lawson.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Darren Collison, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Kings trailed by 8 to the middle and stolen by Howard. In the corner, Harden. .127 left to play here in the fourth. Lawson outside. Shot clock at 6. Kept alive. Ariza outside. Kicks it to Jones. Back to Ariza. Howard, the pass to Harden. .102 left to play in the final quarter. And another shot. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
I love the low post attack on that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he commits the intention.